this is Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. We're going to carry on with the Total War Warhammer 2, the Empire campaign. This is going to be the Let's Play number 3. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers stream number 73 as well as. So we have Karl Franz here in the middle of Reichland. And we have captured Uberpsych, Grunberg, and really the Successionists are now held up in the Helmgart, right over near where Karl Franz is half encamped, right near some dwarves as well. Karag Ziflin, dwarves are right near it, and then we also have a Empire Successionists, Helmut Ludenhoff, general squaring off against Crooked Moon goblins. So right on either side of it, dwarves and goblins on either side, and we're going to do it. We're going to reclaim Helmgart,
attack,
secure the west. Reichland, Empire Successionists, Battle of Helmgart, and it is a secured settlement, so...
The defenses must fall, my lord. Storm the city. Press your attack.
Climbing the wall, sir! Spearmen! For Heldenhammer! For the twin-tailed comet!
Shoot them! Attack! Sigmar Coles!
To battle!
Armed and ready! Go!
For Heldenhammer!
Swordsmen!
Sir!
Spearmen! For the twin-tailed comet!
So we are assaulting Helmgart. We are going to be scaling the walls here. We have 4 Free Company militias and those handgunners. The thin swords, pirate swords, and the feather hats of the handguns. Fairly decent. You see here they are getting hit, a few of them. As they wait for that door to be open, you can see Karl Franz goes right to the gate. He's going to start attacking it. It's the ladders being put up.
Ready for war!
Glory to the Empire!
By Ulrich's wrath!
Handgunners!
Ready!
For the Warhammer!
Nice and cozy behind the walls.
Get them! Sir! Strike them down! Show us the foe! Spearmen! Charge! Sir! Sigmar calls!
Gate damage 13%. As a grouping and a mob weight, we brought the couple key units with us. In this
Charge with us!
control group here. It was Sigmar's Sons and the Halberdiers just right out front, waiting for that gatehouse to be broken. And we also had the handgunners as well waiting.
Quicker! The heart of the city is within sight, my lord. Press forward.
Ooh. Large cannon fire throughout this mob right outside the center. You can see multiple other units have climbed and traversed swordsmen, and now are attacking the battlements, trying to make some damage point all across the line. You can see some spearmen right against the battlements getting attacked here from the enemy. Two groupings actually, and some swordsmen. And on the other side, again, the enemy getting swamped. There's too many friendly soldiers making it difficult for the enemy. The enemy has about 2 spearmen, 2 swords, another 2 spearmen, another sword, and then 3 or 4 bowmen, all on those battlements. That one wall, large, long wall. And what I've thrown at them is a spearman, swords, and the 2 swords, another spearman. And then there's also another swordsman as well as, and there's another spearman way down here. We can move up. Once we move up, that's the difference. Get him in there. There's another one over here too as well as we can just send upwards. Get him up on the fort wall. Gatehouse, gate damage 54%.
For the Warhammer!
So we have beaten the one side here, and huge cannon fire on the battlements, hitting into my men. We're going to send the Empire to the Successionists here to try and move across. You can see the large amount of men here gathering up, and just a small amount of enemy trying to block them. With really soldiers all across here from mine too, but way past this middle group. We can see more enemy trapped in this maze, this
As long as we draw breath, they will die!
back and forth, running and clashing into each other.
Fight, man! Spin there! Right to live! Yes, my lord! Traitor!
78% gate damage. We're going to speed it up here a bit. See, the enemy has been corralled. And basically just multiple groupings standing against the battlements and just having that advantage of encircling the enemy, while also gaining ground across the way on the other side of that battlement. Kind of causing this chaotic circle of enemy to run around in circles. And that middle pillar, really one of the key points of that right here. Causing that blockway to have happen. And making it look that way. The enemy's been trapped and encircled. So really just by being stationary and causing that presence to exist.
The Empire endures!
And we have another one here, Spearman Shield. It's over here.
Run! As long as we outnumber them, we will hold!
So they have retreated here.
Spearman! Yes, sir! To battle!
And we've broken the gate open.
No lingering!
I'm gonna speed it up here a bit. The enemy is getting vanquished. On top of that wall. Helmgut. It's called Helmgut. Something like that. Is the city name. And you can see we have made entrance known, presence understood. Even the general of the army here, the enemy is fleeing. And we found the mortars. Karl Franz kills the mortar guys. Gets over there, gets them away from it.
Stand idle! The gods have abandoned us!
And then continues going into that other mortar. Victory. That's the end of that one. Decisive victory. So deployed 1281, lost 276, got 1005 remaining. Then we deployed 1026, 831 lost, and 195 remaining. And those mortars getting decent kills, 107. Some of the other soldiers getting really good though, 118, 112, 200, 126. That's really interesting. Decisive victory. So, Nud von Sigurd loses. Karl Franz takes Helmgart. That's why.
I command here.
So Helmgart is established, and we got our core now. Now we need to start working some of that diplomacy.
Greetings, my countrymen. You come in peace on this fine march?
Yes.
So we'll go to all the way up, Ostermark.
Welcome, my countrymen. The Empire. Approach as
Ostland.
friend and make
How
your
much
offer.
cash? We don't have a lot in here,
I
so
will
we can't get
not
too much
obey.
on that. So Ostland's still
Yes.
defiant.
The Empire's units are weak order.
Golden
All right.
Order.
Welcome, my countrymen. Never.
What?
Midland.
Welcome, my countrymen.
No. No.
Yes.
Haviland.
Welcome, my countrymen. Not likely.
Yes? Greetings, my countrymen. Not likely. So, welcome, my countrymen.
No, sir.
The Empire. Come then. Only Sigma's
We
got-
cannot.
Hapt
What?
Anderson.
By Sigma's will.
That's
Come
Hapt
and-
Anderson. This is why.
Who
Sterling.
calls?
Sigma's
Albrecht.
will. Welcome, my
Military
countrymen.
access? Come
I
on.
refuse.
Nordland.
By Sigma's will. Come in peace.
Sigma.
And they have, and it was Nordland that did. Okay. That's so Nordland, another one. I forget which one. There was other ones.
To war.
Aye. Let's hear what.
Nigh. It is.
My throng stands ready.
Nigh.
It is time. Greetings. What never? You go.
Kislev. You will drink with us, Kislev.
You I thirst.
It is night.
Yes. What? Do not underestimate.
So he's at war with Ostland, Helveland, and Sterling already.
Champion of the faith.
Ready.
Bronze, full plate armor 15, and some plate iron. So what we will stack upon. Commandment available, and we're gonna go with Council of Burgermeisters, I believe. And turn around. So we end turn here. And really, I need to find that last successionist because they're still around, I think. So if we finally figure that one out, we can figure out what we're gonna do next. And there's something up here. Who's this guy? Shive. And they end up attacking with that. Those goblin spears. Yeah, we're not gonna have we're not gonna have much of a chance on this one. I'll fight it though. Never did get those extra, like, Jesus. Seriously. I thought we should have. To be true, would have been the difference. Especially in this one.
Spearman. Swordsman. Hammer! By Ulrich's wrath!
By Ulrich's wrath!
Sigmar commands! Ready for war!
Crossbowmen!
The enemy approach on mounts, Commander. Keep your vulnerable units close at hand.
The Empire endures!
Weapons drawn! Weapons drawn!
Your general flees the field, my lord. A shameful display.
Oh no, they did demolish. Damn, they all collapsed. They just kept holding. That might have been the difference. We might have been able to beat them if we kept holding. Close. So Boca gets decisive defeat here against Driblechen, Snorbits, Teeth Snatches Rebels. Defeats Reichland here. And they're gonna have control of those mines, maybe. I might even get that. It would be. Silver Seal. Region to Altdorf. Vault drops below the Palace of Altdorf have been breached and powerful Silver Seal artifacts stolen. The guards are strongly hazy for the events on the night of the theft. But wards, they should not open for anyone but the Grand Theologianist or the Emperor have been cracked. This is no mundane thief, a witch hunter is summoned.
Consider laying an ambush for the enemy, sire. Fall upon them when they least expect it.
Fight! If you're going to fight! Monster Slayer! Grimnir, I'm coming!
Some Skaven deploys. We're gonna attack the Gotrek against
A
Shife.
mighty death!
Some Skaven deploy here. That gives us some really Clan Molder against Gotrek Reichland. I do have a Trebuchet and some Rat Ogres as well. I don't know if those are Rat Ogres. Battle of Altdorf.
Soldiers of the Empire!
The enemy bring mighty weapons of war to the battle. Have them destroyed, Commander, or they will decimate your troops from afar.
Spearmen! Ready for war! Herr Jäger! I will fall! Yes, my lord! Moving now!
Jesus.
Charge! Awaiting orders. Sigma call. Herr Jäger. With haste. Move. We are ready! Ready! Ready for war!
Ooh. A lot of different fire from the plague catapults. And our men, we used to have a lot more and the ability to be able to handle this, but they have a lot more than us now. Still have Gotrek, and they use that huge spell again, and it defeats a huge portion of our forces right in the center. And Felix is not able to destroy this quick enough to change the fate of the battle. Catapults still have full health too. And that is the end of that. We're going to see Gotrek here. What's he going to be able to do? And we do have a spare spearman left. Leopard Company. So we'll finally get in there. Disable those cannons. It might be too late.
Herr Jäger! We are doomed! Maneuvering! Finding range, sir! Charge!
So most of our units ran off the board here. It still says we still have an advantage that we could win.
Herr Jäger! Fine!
Your general has been wounded in the fighting and carried from the field, sire. His loss will be keenly felt by
Gotrek
those
is
left
hurt, so
fighting.
Felix is left here, and he is unable to handle the rest of the Ratmen, so that is a close defeat. Gotrek and Felix unable to handle the Clan Molder. That attack. Able to push past through with that cannon, 148 with that Plague Claw catapult. And then the Rat Ogre's not nullified as well with 50 kills. No, but Gotrek getting 122 kills on the battlefield. Close defeat.
Yes, my lord.
Your appointed lord has
Brand.
fallen in battle, sire. A replacement must be chosen to lead what remains of his
A
army.
mysterious woman was seen fleeing
Let
through
us
a small
hope they
hamlet to the
don't
east of
meet with the
Altdorf.
same fate.
Though the informant only caught a glimpse of her retreating back in the faint moonlight, he swears that her steed was a thing of bone with a fell green glow about it, which others suspects her to be an agent of the undead. Stirland lies to the east of Reichland, and beyond it lies Sylvania, historically the center of undead activity in the area, so the hunt should be directed there. Pursue her. So too is reach down Stirland, slowing the thief. Pursue her. Gotrek. Time to recover. The fallen battle with Karl Franz. So what was that quest, the Silver Seal? I'll go all the way over there.
I will marshal the men.
So, Ulrich Brandt, full plate armor. Felix.
true servant of Sigma.
So in 3 turns here, we're going to have some more spearmen, some more men, but we're going to have to try and figure out where that last settlement is. Unless they're already dead. There's a Beast Slayer one in Nordland. So to get a trade agreement with Nordland. Aldebrand Ludenhoff, dangerously hastens, lesser nobleman with close associations to the House of Avalon, has been imprisoned by order of Aldebrand Ludenhoff, Elector Count Hawkland. He is accused of having forbidden fare with one of Aldebrand Ludenhoff's family members. While he pays for the Avalon nobleman's blood and sentencing him to death, you may have the political power to levy the prisoner's release, should you choose to do so.
Greenskins. A barbarous race of savage killers. They think of nothing except violence. Keep your weapons close at hand in any dealings with them.
There is one of the successionists.
I am Prince and Emperor. Summon the Elector Counts.
The council is disappointed.
Yes, my lord. Sigma compels us.
Ready to serve.
And turn again to gain that mustering. Good up Crooked Moon here. Trespassing. As well as the dwarves. Wood Elves and Bretonia are fighting as well. And Grudgebringers and Bloody Hands. To resolve this.
Two electors have decided that their disagreements can only be concluded with war. You can use political pressure to stop this squabble, or perhaps choose a side.
Battle. The Empire successionists have been averted. But they have lost. And now we can focus elsewhere. We can also increase some cities as well, over Psych. And we can build something. Growth.
The Empire. Moving off! Praise Sigma. I will not obey. The nation calls. By the comet. Sigma forbids this.
Research available. We've finished the Engineers Guild, so plus 15% research rate, and we're currently working on fire as well, plus 10% for free company, militia, ammunition, as well as some others. I think we'll do rifled barrels. What do we do next?
Approach us, friend, and make your offer. A fool's action.
All right? Welcome, my countrymen. A weak order.
The Empire. Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
Absolutely not.
So that ain't gonna work. We're gonna have to enter in here, considering that we could not find some funds to persuade Nordland for that trade agreement in regards to one of our missions and quests here in Nordland.
An ambush, my lord. Ready your warriors for battle.
We're gonna auto resolve, so we have one dude there. So he was done. I think we'll use the Karl Franz army to attack those Skaven. They're still there.
Yes. On march! Raise your weapons!
So we attack Scheif, Clan Mulder, Battle Grunberg, Reichland, Emperor Karl Franz. And we do have 4 swords and 5 spears, halberd, and an extra swordsman, a mortar. And I think we have about like 3 or 4 handgunners. So the enemy is going to get shellacked on this one.
Your ranged weapons may prove decisive in the coming battle, Commander. Bring them to bear against the enemy from afar, but be sure to protect them as well.
I will not stand idle!
As you can see the greenskins. And they still do got one of those shooters. Get Karl Franz over to that thing first.
No lingering! Quick march! This is my command! March! The Empire!
So here we surrounded them. Clan had spears. Oh, and they're going to use that power again. And huge shockwave through one of the spearmen on my side, getting attacked. Trying to hold these greenskins off. You can see we're going to flank here and cover Franz. Some swordsmen against these. These aren't goblins. These are Skavens. Surrounding them. And then we get attacked by plague monks right behind the spear unit.
Kill everything!
So huge amount of halberdiers spot the rod ogres. Track down the rat ogres.
Swordsman! Ready for war!
So charge forth against these ratmen. And they're going to be breaking. Even the plague monks are sitting there off to the right side, which are now being fired upon by the Free Company militia and charged at the remainder of the army. not breaking. Fired off in the distance, here's another recorrecting unit. And then retreating again. So the Skaven army broken. Decisive victory. Still getting 50 kills with that catapult again. Running hardened captives. Enemy killed in battle, so
I am
Shifle's
Prince
killed.
and Emperor. I command here.
I will marshal the men. Who calls? To the provinces?
So you have two more blades here to get attack on Hasselhoff. And he's still alive.
Ever onward.
Of course, we still have Mary Book. We want to upgrade as much as possible. We don't have enough funds. We're gonna have to enter him. Buckland, Weisenland. There's always these beginning ones in these campaigns, specifically in regards to the Empire one. I mean, when the Chaos Incursion finally happens later on in the game, it's like you want to have all this Empire stuff all situated.
Are a rare sight. These mysterious beings
What
keep their own
else?
company and seldom emerge from their forests. Whilst they are not great in number, cross them at your peril.
Bring me to my men.
Battle is upon us, my lord. The enemy mass
say
in
we
great
can't win
strength.
this one.
See for yourself. You may wish to consider whether an attack would be wise.
It seems though that I have the upper hand here, I think, to a certain extent. With the amount of troops I have, should be able to handle it. I do have the X-rays, so we'll get rid of them.
We hunt this day, yet our quarry is neither boar nor deer. No, we pursue the undead. The witch hunters bring word that a vampire crone makes haste for Stirland with the silver seal in her clutches. I charge you, brave men, with not letting that vampiress get to Sylvania. For we know she is a puppet. Her strings are pulled by that cursed wretch, von Karstein. Now, men, chase her down. Return to me what is mine, and send these von Karstein beasts a message. By taking her head, we have brought her to bay at the center of a forsaken temple, siphoning off ill magics to power her dread spells. Have no doubt. Surround the crone, slay the creature, before she can summon her minions. By order of the Grand Theogenist, show no mercy!
I'm now ready! We serve the Emperor! Swordsman! For the Emperor! Take the ground! We serve the Emperor! We are ready! Formation, march!
Enemy reinforcements. Jesus. That would be the difference if this is.
Yes, General! Spearmen! For the Warhammer! For the Warhammer! For France!
Some crypt warriors here creeping up right here on the right side of our army as we are blocking some grave guard crypt ghouls right in the front. We're chipping away at our swordsmen and spearmen. And we also have some leopard company as well, trying to hold off against some crypt ghouls right off on the left flank. On the right side is this large mob of enemy, these small 2 units, halberds and swordsmen, trying to contain, and then the X-rays continuing to retreat offwards.
Swordsmen! State troops ready! March as one! Ah! Swordsmen! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! By Ulrich's wrath! For Ulfdorf! Ready to fire! Find your targets! No lingering! No lingering! At speed!
So just gotta take care of that one little crypt warrior around the right flank.
Let's have ya!
So they are starting to fall.
Yes, my lord!
And really hitting that right side with that heavy fire. Holding off right in the center. Some swordsmen. Still the crypt ghouls still there, but unable to venture forth or do much worse. And the crypt ghouls though are chipping away on the left flank.
Handgunners! Powder dry! Free company! What do you think? Quicker! For the Empire! Moving faster!
And the left flank has folded, and now these spearmen are trying to hold them off. ended up chipping away a large portion of the army here that falls away. So they are able to take some of us out here, 615 to 688, and they are able to push past multiple of the army. Enemy looks like it has defeated Karl Franz here, and he usually doesn't get defeated too often. And then one last attack backwards on them.
Spearman! Sigmar calls! Sigmar! Kill everything! Show us the foe!
Ooh, right there. The general is almost dead. Vampire Lord is so close to death right now. Just a small group of units still holding in there. And no, our units are unable to do too much about it. Ends up having to leave off, and that's going to leave the cannons fairly open right now. And they break away, are unable to do anything about it. The cannons retreat backwards, and that's the enemy victory. And one last pushback and not able. Handgun is having to flee. Free Company Militia not having much left in the tank. Valiant defeat. Lost 1088, the enemy lost 660 something, 670 something. And those, yeah, Banshee getting 115 kills. The general's getting a lot of different kills. And same with some of their foot soldiers too. 112, 117. Really that making the difference. So those units, the Grave Guard, was 3 units.
The Emperor bid.
White Sun High.
To strengthen the Empire.
Your army suffers in the miserable conditions they find themselves, my lord. Move them on, or more warriors will fall to the elements.
Praise Sigmar. What does the Emperor bid?
Praise be to Sigmar.
The nation calls.
Recruit Lord button seems to have frozen out something. I think we're actually going to end it here. Alright, so thank you for joining.